How cool do I look, guys? Wait, you thought this was my final form? You thought wrong. Lucifer, Season 4. Spoiler review. Stay tuned. What's up, mi gente? That guy Ralph. New video time. This one is for Lucifer Season 4. Right? Let me pick you guys up on speed. Lucifer came out a couple years back, originally aired from Fox Channel. Right? It did pretty good, but in the third season, the ratings weren't as big as Fox expected it. So they gave the show the axe. A month later, fans and cast members of the show shared the hashtag Save Lucifer, and it got picked up from Netflix. Netflix is a big platform, as everybody knows. Most people have it. Most people use somebody else's. I don't know what kind of person you are watching this, but it is what it is. Now, they're able to reach a lot of the parts of the world where Lucifer fans mainly drive. So Netflix sees some profit in the show. Now, I'm not sure if their attempt was to end the show to give the story an ending because season 3 was left with a cliffhanger, or this was their attempt to maybe bring back a show and bring them in some more money. But 4 seasons of a show isn't enough, so I hope they do continue it. Right? I'm a huge Lucifer fan. I've said it in many different videos, and if you watch my trailer reaction, I explain how big of a Lucifer fan I am. So, as you can imagine, when the show dropped, I was just excited. Right? So, like any other good YouTuber, I went out, took my time, compiled some thoughts and some notes, and decided to give you guys a review. So, here's my honest and non-biased review of the show. So for visuals, I give it a 3, right? Visuals overall was good. It's a show. It doesn't have a high budget like all the other places. But Netflix has a little more, maybe not as rich as Fox, but their budget is a little more free-willed as far as the shows goes. And it shows. It really shows. But overall, the reason why I gave it a 3 was because throughout the whole series, you see Lucifer's devil face in and out. And season 3 ended with Chloe Decker, who never believed him, to see his devil face. So, in this season, you see his devil body, you see his whole red, you see his wings, and his face. Cohesively great. And I thought it was good, but it was super CGI'd, obviously. I think they should have went a different route with that. I don't know. I'm not going to judge them, but it was super CGI'd. Like, you can see him talking, and it, for the most part, it looked kind of realistic, but his body didn't move much, and he seemed like he was very stiff. I don't know. It was just too noticeable for me to actually give it the proper 5 points that I wanted to. And I'm not going to be biased and say, no, fuck that. The graphics were good. They wasn't. That shit was horrible. So, Lucifer, you get a 3 in visuals. For characters, I give it a 4. If you guys are familiar with the Lucifer show or you read the comics, the characters are based off of the DC Vertigo comics. Now, please do not run with that. It's totally different from what the comics give. They're just based off of the characters. Now, the main 3 characters are from the comics that you see heavy is Lucifer, the Mazikeen, Maze, and also his brother, man, what the hell's his name? Amenadiel. Who I said it right, yes. But the reason why I gave it a 4 is because they don't incorporate enough of the characters from the comics. I would love to see Elaine, and I haven't seen her yet. We got Chloe Decker's daughter, Trixie. She's pretty cool, but it's not the same as Elaine. Also, I would love for them to bring in Michael. Michael is the brother of Lucifer, and he's probably one of the strongest beings in the DC universe. Also, he's the only angel, from my knowledge, and I'm pretty sure somebody's going to correct me, to beat Lucifer. So that goes to show you how strong Michael is. But I didn't think it was fair to say it's a perfect 5 when in reality I want to see more from the comic, so I gotta give it a 4. But overall, each character had their own story, and I think the way that they did the story for each character was really good. Espinosa was really trying to get over the whole fact of he lost Charlotte, and he finally gets through with it. You know, Amenadiel now is gonna have a kid. I thought that was really cool with the therapist. I thought that was phenomenal. Baby, you were adorable. You know, grease his cheeks. They named him Charlie after Charlotte, and the main two. Oh, also Mazikeen. Before I go into the main two, Mazikeen is lost. You know, she does the bounty hunting, and she's always serving Lucifer, but now she needs to find herself. Right? Two new characters that you mainly see is Kinley, who is like an evil priest guy who thinks that Lucifer is going to destroy the world. In reality, he actually helps destroy it. And Eve from Adam and Eve, who brings the worst out of Lucifer. Meanwhile, Chloe Decker, who's one of the main characters, brings out the best of Lucifer. But Lucifer, man, the dynamic that Lucifer had between Eve and Chloe was like devil and angel, no pun intended. But, you know, one brings out the best of him, one brings out the worst of him. And I thought that was great. We always see Lucifer on the brighter side. And as a person, I always wanted to see Lucifer go full devil. In this season, they gave us that. They gave us that devil Lucifer side. He goes pretty evil. You see his devil body. You see more attributes that shows he's not just a guy who says he's the devil. He actually is the devil. And I thought that was great. So characters, I got to give it a 4 because a lot of development in each characters. You know, Espinosa came a long way. Lucifer is conflicted. Deckers doesn't know if she wants to stay with Lucifer, and they still kind of don't. But overall, just great. And for flow, I gave it a 5. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. It being on Fox, they stretched out the show so long with so much like gap filling stuff that it was just pointless. So a lot of people not wanting to keep watching the show, I understand, because there was times that I watched the show, but I was so invested into the characters and the show that I continued. But this season, Netflix really chopped out a lot of the unnecessary stuff, gave you more filling stuff, and they left each episode with making you want to keep seeing it. And I think that was why I gave it a 5. They shortened it because I think they're normally like 13, 14, 15 episodes a season. They chopped it down to 10, which I thought was a great amount, because anything past 11 pushing is, I think, too much for a season. And Netflix was like, hey, we have a formula, 10 episodes, you're done. Great way. And they also, one thing that I really liked that they used was the use of the detective work and Lucifer's life. Every episode was pretty much going in the direction of like a CSI or Criminal Minds, that they're catching bad guys. This one, you see it, but they didn't focus so much that they normally do. So I think that's what helped the flow a lot. For Lucifer season 4, I give it a 4. Main reason why is because the same thing I said with the characters. It takes so much of a left turn, whichever way is left. I can't give it a perfect 5. I love the Lucifer comics, and I would love to see those stories come into the show or come into the big screen. I don't care. I just want to see them come to life. And the fact that it doesn't, kind of very disappointing. And I think that's the biggest reason. But overall, the general concept of this season was picking up from season 3 when Chloe Decker finally sees Lucifer's devil face. She never believed the man to be the devil after he told her like 20,000 times, Mazikeen 20,000 times, and Amenadiel 20,000 times, and she just didn't take it. So we see Lucifer dreading, and he feels like he's never gonna get Chloe back. She comes back, but secretly she's plotting on killing him by using Kinley as her mastermind behind the whole thing. Eve comes, she escapes heaven, finds Lucifer because that's her first love, as she says. Lucifer think it is. So Kinley's trying to prevent Lucifer finding his first love, who Kinley doesn't know if it's Eve or Chloe, and to prevent the prophecy of evil being released, you know, yada yada yada. Amenadiel had a baby, well, yada yada yada, and eventually it comes to light. Chloe was actually Lucifer's first love. We thought it was Eve. Eve brings out the worst. And the show ends with Chloe Decker being the one helping Lucifer, trying to get Amenadiel's baby after the demon released it when Eve killed Kinley. Kinley went to hell, told the demons took Kinley's body, and they were trying to do like a whole, like, we're taking over the earth idea, but they really wanted somebody to rule hell for them, so they took Amenadiel's baby because they needed an angel. Lucifer went devil, told these motherfuckers, yo, y'all need to go back now. I thought that was the coolest scene ever. I just want to point that out there. Greatest scene of the whole series, when he's like, bow down to your king, y'all don't belong here, leave. Great fucking scene. I loved it. I watched it like 20,000 times. I fucking love it. And yeah, that was the story. So I give it a 4 because I thought the story did well with continuing what we already saw from the show, and it gave us stuff that the fans wanted. We didn't want to see too much detective stuff. We wanted to see Lucifer be Lucifer, and we saw that. You know, we wanted to see Amenadiel conflict with humanity, because he always held himself at a high ground, and they've been telling him for long is you need to get to know these humans. They're actually not that bad. So that was really cool. And this Lucifer overall trying to conflict with if he's still the devil and evil, or is he a good guy and he's not as bad as everybody makes him seem. And him feeling betrayed from Chloe just really takes a toll on the man. He just doesn't know how to feel. But overall, I thought the story was great. 4. So you add up the math, you do the points, you do all that. Out of 20 points that you can get, this season 4 got a 16 out of 20. Wasn't perfect, had its small flaws, had its, you know, small little hiccups, but overall it did a great job of continuing the characters and the story that we all came to love. As I said, my favorite scene was the end when he told all the demons to go back. The series, the show ends with Lucifer going back to hell. My prediction is I think they should continue Lucifer being in hell and telling the 2 stories of the 2 characters in 2 different places, and let Chloe do detective work trying to deal with no Lucifer, and let's see Lucifer take on some stories of being in hell. I think that would be really cool, and why the hell not? Also, one of my other favorite episodes of the season was Amenadiel. He met this kid, fell in love with the kid. He tried to help him get out of the jam, and the kid got shot by some gangster who was trying to get him to stop snitching or whatever the hell that gangster was. But I thought that was a really good episode. You have to watch it. But overall, this season was great. I hope they continue it, but the way they ended this, they don't need to. And I think that was Netflix's idea. They were like, let's see how this season goes. Let's see if it gets the ratings. Let's see if it gets the reviews that we're all expected for. If it does well, we'll continue it. If it don't, it can end now, and fans won't be mad because the story got to end. That was my spoiler review. Tell me what you guys thought. I wanted to save this for the ending of the video, but I wore the sunglasses today was because Lucifer wear glasses. Lucifer's a cool guy, so I wanted to be cool too and wear some sunglasses inside. You know why? Because my future is bright, damn it. Also, check out the trailer reaction and my Lucifer issue 1 review from the new comic run. Apparently, I don't read comics enough because a person in my comment section said that Lucifer doesn't have any new comics, even though I told him he did. Came out sometime October of 2018. I even shared a link of the most recent comic to come out, and I will be following up with that series, so be on the lookout for that as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell for notification. That guy Ralph, third figure YouTube, y'all know what it is. What's up, people? Lucifer season 4, man, it was great. I loved it. But you know what else I love? When people check out my content. So since y'all here, I think you guys should be kind. Go down below, subscribe, check out some other videos, and who knows, you might like my content, you might not. I don't know. Hope you do. Check it out. Thank you.